Yeah, this is my May update film. You know what? I feel like going outside right now. It's pretty nice outside in May after all this bad weather we had in April because of snow and all that. We had a long kind of winter. You know, so May now, 2013. We had as another KC icon that's going to be going to celebrate their 40th anniversary the 26th of this month. You guys know it's Worlds of Fun. It's a nice day to be out Worlds of Fun right now, but I'm not there today, so well, I have a little bit of history I could tell you about Worlds of Fun, but some of my things I have that's vintage. Worlds of Fun opened up on May 26th in 1973. A lot of rides. The way the maps are, I mean, I have an original Worlds of Fun map I might be showing you guys in a little bit. There was like not hardly any rides out there back in the day. Well, I guess over the years it progressed through, and most of the old rides are longer not there no more. You know, it opened with 2 roller coasters back in '73, but those 2 are no longer there. You guys probably could remember the Schussboomer that used to be located by the Scandinavia entrance of the park, which is now don't know the name of the merry-go-round that they put in. I think it's the Grand Carousel or something like that, but that's where the Schussboomer used to stand right there. And the other one, if you guys was one of my favorites back in the 90s before they took it out in 97, was the old Zambezi Zinger. Now that was one of my favorites, with the one where you go up the loop, you know, spiral hill, and all of a sudden at the end you went through a dark tunnel. That was like one of my favorite roller coasters. But my first roller coaster I ever rode in my life was at Worlds of Fun. That was the old Orient Express that opened in 1980. That's no longer there. It's been gone for like at least about 10 years, I'd say, at least a decade. And you know, the only oldest roller coaster they probably have there now is the Timberwolf, which they put that in 1989 when they removed the old Scream Roller, which was converted to a stand-up roller coaster as the First Nation stand-up roller coaster called the EXT Extreme Roller. They took that out about 1988, which they added that in 1976 for the bicentennial year of the United States. Worlds of Fun was basically based off of a novel by the man named Jules Verne called Around the World in 80 Days. They actually have a movie that I have that's under my vintage. It's called Around the World in 80 Days. I can't remember what year it came out, but here's a view of it. You guys want to know? Yeah, this is Around the World in 80 Days. Basically, Worlds of Fun was based off of this, and the guy who started the amusement park area was Jack Stedman. You guys know he was part with Lamar Hunt, and Lamar Hunt owned, you know, fundraised and owned Worlds of Fun when it was built in '73. I'd say the groundbreaking started about 1971, I think. But yeah, this is what Worlds of Fun is based off right here. This movie called Jules Verne, Around the World in 80 Days, but it's actually a book he wrote like in the 1800s. But in this film right here, there is one of the ships that were out there. If you guys remember the old Americana section, you go to the America section entrance where you used to walk by, because there was 2 entrances. You had the Americana and the Scandinavia, but they took the Americana out because they put the Grand Prix Raceway, what part of the Patriot roller coaster in. But if you guys remember, you walked across a boat. I think it's called the USS Hereta. I think I pronounced it right. But this the boat that was at Worlds of Fun was in this movie. Lamar Hunt actually bought the boats from MGM Studios auction. And if you guys remember another boat that used to be at Worlds of Fun called the Cotton Blossom, this is the movie, the 1951 movie called Showboat. Is Cotton Blossom right there. That's where the Cotton Blossom was in, if you guys, which is now the ripcord that stands in its place now since 1996. This is a 1951 musical called Showboat. The MGM Studios brought that out. If you guys could see, there's like the front of it. If you guys can remember that boat, the Showboat, which is a Cotton Blossom. The other one was the Victrix. That was located over by the. That was located by. Sorry about the camera view, guys, but the Victrix was located over by where the Viking Voyager is. Well, the Sea Dragon's in that place, but they have a deck right there where you can smoke cigarettes or have a resting area there. But that's where the Victrix ship was. That was also in another movie, but I can't think of the name. It was like an old movie that they had that ship in. Those ships are no longer around. After Cedar Parks bought out the park, I think, you know, a lot of the original stuff is not there no more. It's kind of sad, you know. There's still at least about 8 rides that's still original to this day at Worlds of Fun. Then when it first opened in '73, I mean, you had the Lee Taxi Tour that's still there. The Viking Voyager is still there. Flying Dutchman, the Octopus, when we used to be called the Oriental Octopus. The Scandia Scrambler, which is now the just plain Scrambler. I'm trying to think. The train's still there, and I might be missing some, but you know, those are like the original rides that I just named off. You know, that's still at Worlds of Fun. Just wish they kept at least one of the grand roller coasters that used to be there when it first opened, like the Zambezi Zinger. I think they should have kept that there, but I heard so many stories that the ground was falling in and stuff like that, so that's why I took it out. Because if you guys notice, Worlds of Fun was actually built on tunnels. There's actually tunnel caves underneath Worlds of Fun. So basically, when you're at Worlds of Fun, you're sitting on top of tunnels and stuff. I hate, you know, hopefully I didn't give a secret out, but that's Worlds of Fun's built on top of caves and stuff. If you guys know where Hunt Midwest is off of Armour 210 Highway, those caves right there by Ameristar Casino. But that's all I probably tell you right now about Worlds of Fun. But I'll show you the original 1973 map that's I have. So that's just I think I'll do that in a sec. I hope you guys stay tuned when I show you the map. Thanks. You're looking at the first original map of Worlds of Fun 1973 when it first opened. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. And then if you can see up here, I'm sorry about the camera, but you see right here, this is where the the entrance is now on Worlds of Fun. Like I said, here's one of the two roller coasters at Worlds of Fun when it first opened, '73, Schussburger, and right all this area is the Scandinavia section. As you guys can tell, the Viking Voyager still there. If you can see way back in the back, Scandia Scrambler, which is now located over by the Timberwolf now, was right there where the Octopus is now. Finish Fling is still one of the original. I think I didn't mention that, but that is still one of the original. Okay, if you see the Victrix Canyon Firing Range, that was one of the boats I told you guys about a while ago. Now we're moving on to the Africa section. The Safari was basically like the Lee Taxi Tour, but you're going around and driving Jeeps on the track, but you had fiberglass animals like you're in Africa back in the day, which is now the Zulu stands in that section now. The Zambi Zinger, there's the Zambi Zinger, the second roller coaster out of the two that was at World of Fun when it first opened, which is no longer there. This is the Boomerang now. Now we're going to the Europa section of the park. The Flying Dutchman. That was basically Lamar Hunt commented in Kansas City Star that was his favorite ride at the Worlds of Fun when it first opened. Then you had your Elite Taxi Tour still there. Now we're going from the Europa section down to the Americana section. The train depot with the trains. The old cable cars that took you from one side of the park to the other side was Sky High, that took you from the Americana side to the Scandinavia side, if you could see that. All the way back over here. I guess apparently the motor house was inside this building right here in the Scandinavia section, which is now a pavilion, I think. Go back to the Americana section. Not really much, just basically World of Fun didn't really have the many rides, like I said, back in '73 when it first opened. There's your main entrance when the Americana gate was there. Americana entrance right there. There's your USS Hereta, which is was one of the boats I told you in around the world of 80 days. The main opening of Worlds of Fun there. Train. Now we're going to from there we're going to the Orient section. Well, still in the Americana section, but it goes in the Orient section. There's a Cotton Blossom. I told you that's a movie, 1951 musical Showboat. And now we're in the Orient section. Not really much. You had the Fins and Flippers Dolphin Show, which you guys probably remember, which is now pulled by the Spinning Dragons. And the only ride that I could see that was in Orient was the Octopus, which is now the Bamboozler, if you guys know. Basically, what I counted, you only had like at least about 20 rides, I'd say, back in the day when Worlds of Fun opened. Oh, Der Fender, that's the original one too, which is now the Autobahn. So basically that's a map of Worlds of Fun when it opened in '73. Hope you guys enjoyed this film, and thank you very much for watching.